What if I told you the best engineers at Cursor are no longer writing code? They're running factories. Eric Zakariasen, an engineer at Cursor, just dropped an 84-minute masterclass on how to go from pair programming with one AI agent to managing an entire fleet of autonomous agents that build software while you sleep. This is the software factory framework. 5 levels of autonomy, 4 pillars you need to build, and the exact playbook Cursor uses internally. By the end of this video, you will have a complete blueprint to 10x your output. Comment Factory to get the full checklist as a PDF. Before we build the factory, you need to understand where you are. Dan Shapiro's 5 levels of AI autonomy. Level 1, Spicy, autocomplete. Tap complete, inline suggestions. You're still doing all the thinking. Level 2, pair programmer. You work back and forth with the agent. Copilot era behavior. Level 3, the agent writes most of the code. You review. This is where Claude Code and Cursor live today for most developers. Level 4, manager mode. You delegate entire tasks to agents. You review their output like a tech lead reviews pull requests. Level 5, the software factory, a black box. Tasks go in, working software comes out. Agents do everything. That's the target. Most of you are stuck between level 2 and level 3. This video is your path from 3 to 5. Why go through all this effort? 3 reasons. Number 1, throughput. Agents don't sleep, don't take breaks, don't get distracted by Slack. They can run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You multiply your output by how many agents you can manage, not how fast you type. Number 2, consistency. Assembly lines produce consistent output. When you codify patterns and guardrails, every feature gets the same treatment. No more, it depends on who wrote it. Number 3, leverage your taste. This is the subtle one. When shipping is nearly free, the bottleneck becomes deciding what to build. Your creativity, your taste, your judgment, that becomes the valuable skill. The factory amplifies your decisions. Now let's build the factory. Pillar 1 of 4, primitives and patterns. Think of this as the raw materials your agents work with. First, modularize your code base. If an agent can't discover what files exist and how they connect, it's flying blind. Use clear directory structures, explicit imports, and discoverable file naming. Second, define usage patterns. How do you handle IUTH? What does a standard test look like? What's the boilerplate for a new API route? Document these patterns so agents can follow them. Here's Eric's golden rule. If a new human engineer can onboard easily by reading your code base, then an agent can too. Your code base is the factory floor. If it's messy, your agents trip over everything. Pillar 2, Guardrails. This is your safety system. First, rules should emerge dynamically. Don't install hundreds of rules upfront. Watch where agents make mistakes, then add rules for those specific areas. Second, hooks. Set up automated checks that trigger on sensitive code paths. If an agent touches encryption logic, the hook triggers a review. IUTH changes, another hook. Third, standard operating procedures. SOPs that tell agents explicitly what they can and cannot do. Think of guardrails not as restrictions, but as bumper lanes at a bowling alley. Your agents still throw the ball. The guardrails just keep it out of the gutter. Pillar 3, Verifiable systems. Eric calls this the most important pillar. Here's why. If you can't verify an agent's output, you can't trust it. And if you can't trust it, you're back to pair programming. Layer 1, unit tests. The agent writes code, then writes tests for that code. If tests pass, you have a baseline of confidence. Layer 2, integration tests and UI tests. Playwright is a game changer here. The agent can literally open a browser, click through your app, and verify it works. Layer 3, automated code review. At Cursor, they use Bugbot, their own AI that reviews pull requests from other AIs. AI reviewing AI. Layer 4, video recording. Computer use agents that screen record their testing sessions so humans can audit. Verification is what turns a chatbot into a factory worker. Pillar 4, enablers. These are the tools and infrastructure that let your factory scale. Skills and MCPs give agents access to external context, databases, APIs, documentation. Feature flags let agents ship code safely. If something breaks, flip the flag off. No rollback needed. Dev environment startup. Your agent needs to be able to run npm start, spin up the server, and test locally. If it can't start the app, it can't verify its work. And finally, VMs run agents on separate virtual machines so they don't conflict with each other. You can scale infinitely. 4 pillars complete: primitives, guardrails, verification, enablers. That's your factory blueprint. Building the factory is step 1. Running it requires a complete mindset shift. Shift 1, worker to manager. Stop looking at every line of code. Start looking at outcomes. You're a tech lead now, not a developer. Shift 2, synchronous to asynchronous. You don't wait for the agent to finish. You send it off, work on something else, and review the output later. Shift 3, front load context. Before you hand off work, write a clear plan or spec. The more context you give upfront, the fewer iterations you need. Shift 4, trust builds over time. You learn which tasks your agents handle well and which ones need more supervision. Start small. Build confidence. Shift 5, scope and parallelize. One agent equals one unit of work. Want 5 features built? Spin up 5 agents. Now, here's where it gets wild: how Cursor actually scales their factory. Cursor 3 was a complete rewrite with an agent first interface. Everything designed around managing agents, not writing code. Cloud agents run on separate VMs. Each one gets its own environment, own dependencies, own sandbox. No conflicts. Cursor workers. Self-hosted agents you can run on any machine. Your laptop, a cloud server, a Mac mini. Linear integration. Someone creates a ticket in Linear. An agent automatically spawns to work on it. No human in the loop for ticket to code. Slack integration. A user reports a bug in Slack. The system triages it, spawns an agent, and the fix is in PR before the next stand up. And here's the best part: stale feature flag cleanup. An agent scans for old feature flags, removes dead code, submits the PR. Fully automated maintenance. What does the future engineer look like? Eric's vision is clear: Engineers become PM architect hybrids. You spend more time deciding what to build and how to structure it, less time implementing. The 10x engineer of tomorrow isn't defined by typing speed or lead code score. It's defined by prompting skill, system design thinking, and the ability to manage autonomous agents. Here's what teams need: product managers who deeply understand the technical possibilities, designers who work 50-50 between Figma and code because they can ship their own designs now, and engineers with extreme ownership, not ownership of code, ownership of outcomes. Domain owned teams where each team runs their own factory. Here's your action plan. Start today. Step 1: audit your code base. Can a new developer onboard in a day by reading your code? If not, modularize first. Step 2: add your first guardrail. Pick your most sensitive code path. Add a hook or rule. Step 3: set up verification. Add unit tests to your CI pipeline if you haven't already. Then add Playwright for browser testing. Step 4: enable agent infrastructure. Set up feature flags. Make sure your dev environment starts with one command. Step 5: give one real task to an agent, not a toy example, a real feature. Review the output. Step 6: scale. Add a second agent, then a third. Start parallelizing work across your team. Comment factory below to get this complete checklist as a downloadable PDF with implementation details for each step. You just got the entire software factory blueprint from a cursor engineer who builds this way every day. The gap between developers who adopt this framework and those who don't is going to be massive. Subscribe for more deep dives like this every week. Comment factory for the full PDF. And if this changed how you think about building software, smash that like button. I'll see you in the next one.